Hello, welcome to another video on the Scouring demo. Today's game is going to be a 2 versus 2 game. And on my team, it's going to be me, the Perfect Gamer, with my ally Imbuha against my enemies, Alman of Assess and Dinky Code. And pretty much I start on the top here. It's by the Orc player. Now it's Odo Indecisive, because I was trying to maybe do a swordsman, warrior build, but I decided on making an archer build by making a logging camp. But I guess after all, I decided to just make 5 swordsmen, and then the rest of my units would be archers. And my ally in the middle of my map, Imbuha, he's a Russian player, so he's playing as a blue orc player. It looks like he's going to be doing the fast warriors build at the moment, but his strategy might change a little later. And then on the enemy team, Alman of Assess is the black orc player. It looks like he did the fast archers build. And then the last enemy, Dinky Code, he's doing the archer build as well, but he's placed his barracks in a little funny way, because he's going to be blocking this expansion here. So if he wants to make a town hall, he's going to have to make it pretty far away, or he's going to have to chop these trees before taking this base. But I guess it's a good defensive position, because it's pretty annoying to cross this bridge. And I guess my ally made a good amount of warriors, but I guess for some reason decided to make a potion crate. And I guess that's more of a, investment, because they're not real useful early on when your units are level 1, so you would probably do it a bit later when you had all the extra gold. And on top here, I was already trying to level up my warriors a little bit, and to just keep producing archers. And here I'm going down, because I saw here the bike player was attacking my ally here. So I was thinking maybe the bike and yellow players were trying to rush my ally. But then I saw they weren't really continuing to attack him, so I decided to kill this troll. And you want to make sure to do the last hit with your melee units, because they give you about slightly less than double the gold that an archer kill would give you. And here it looks like the enemies are making all the archers. They might be attacking my ally anytime now. And I guess this does pretty much look like they're rushing him, trying to do maybe a archer rush. And here I tried to send my units, a few archers and a few warriors, to try and maybe push this attack back, so my ally can actually get some stuff. Yes, they decided to retreat. Here the Russian player is, Russian, so I told him to buy the bows ability for the workers, which is precisely what he's doing, because he doesn't really have that many units, and if he attack again, they might overwhelm these archers. And at that point, you might as well use your workers as fighting force. Because all your workers who use a bow ability, they're all pretty much like a same level 1 archer, so this is a good amount of units here that can actually help you defend your base. And on top here, I saw the other archers, so try to make a forge really fast by making 4 workers build it. And then I was trying to just spam a few cannons, try and put them into my ally's base, that he would be able to defend himself a little easier, because I saw the other archers and cannons are very good against them, so that's why I try to make some cannons instead of doing a expansion right away. I guess here I was trying to take this outpost, but these wolves annoyed me a little bit, so I decided to kill them. But just as I was doing stuff here, I think the enemies were running around here, and I saw that they would be attacking soon, so I put my warriors here to try and anticipate their attack. And in the meantime, I divided my archers to try and defend my base a little better. And here they find this little crack in our defenses. We go around this barracks. But because my ally actually got bows ability for his workers, these all workers are pretty much like level 1 archers, so they're gonna do a lot of damage to these archers on low ground. And I finally got a cannon. It's gonna, I guess, delay the pushes or future attacks of the enemy. And there you go. I made about 3 cannons. Should be a good amount of them here to try and defend my ally. And I guess buy me some time so I would be able to get an extra base. Because that's what I'm using this big force of archers to try and kill this troll. And then trying to make a expansion. I guess here I was preparing to take this outpost because I didn't have the time to take it before because of little rushes of the enemies here. And I pretty much clear out this outpost as well. Started my base. I started upgrading my town hall. It's almost done to level 2. Now just constantly making archers. I'm capturing this. I'm gonna send a low health warrior to capture this outpost. Should help keep this base a little safe during the night. And here the yellow player was just going around and killing all the neutrals on this part of the map. Killed this troll, killed this outpost, a good amount of wolves here. Killed this troll. Just killing all the bandits here on this outpost, and pretty much just being a menace on this part of the map. And I guess this was a good way to use your attention. Try and use your units instead of making them just sit at your base. And here I tried to tell my ally to try and make a base on the left here. But I guess he kind of didn't feel like doing that. Here the yellow player is a little close to my base. And I pretty much don't have nothing here to really help me out. But you'll always want to try to take away your workers to try and maybe save a few of them. Because if you just let them sit here, you might lose a good amount of them, and it's not going to be great for you. Oh no, of course, when Yo was clearing neutrals here, I also managed to kill this troll. And I guess Black here decides to attack. He kills the cannon, but it's not gonna be free, and he loses a few archers that had some levels on them. And this is a good way to show that just a few cannons can buy a good amount of time to try and make more defenses or technological buildings. And I guess here, looks like the enemy's doing some kind of all-in. You can see he made all the cannons here. It's getting the artillery ability. He's not really investing into a second base or any other, I guess, technology like munchers, or trying to maybe rush a tier 3 ton home. And pretty much, if you're going to be investing into this big attack or all in, you better pray that it's going to work out, or if this army dies, then pretty much you're going to be very behind. So that's the trade-off, I guess. You're not going to be making a second base. You're going to try to win right here and right now. But the yellow enemy made a muncher cave, started producing a few munchers. So made a second base. Just going to give them a good amount more resources. And here the enemy begins to attack. I lose a few units here, 2 cannons. But the enemy loses a good amount of archers. And here the yellow and black try to attack together, but just a few munchers are not going to do much, because we are all level 1 and can be easily sniped, just like my ally is doing here. And while my ally is fighting here, I was a little late because I was on top of a map here, so I tried to run back here. But this outpost had all the archers, which denied me from helping my ally. And I only had a few munchers myself that I was making and trying to send down to my ally. And here pretty much I decided to just run through here. Even if I lose some units, it's better to just push away this big army of units here. So now we're going to have some breathing room. And here my allies' shield ability warriors here are actually pretty good and useful at pushing back these cannons. And pretty much we're able to just cut down most of this army here. And our enemies don't really have much left. Just 2 cannons, black has, and like an archer. And yellow has about 7 archers here. And then just a few cannons and a good amount of high level archers here. And so pretty much at this point, we are able to hold, which means that I'm able to get more resources by having in this space. Same time that my enemy doesn't really have much. Which is the trade-off that you get you try to do a big push to try to end the game. And sometimes it doesn't work out, so you have to somewhat, I guess, think about what kind of strategies or types of combos you can do to try and end the game. Like the archers and shielded warrior combo, or the archer and cannon artillery combo, or the warriors with shield of artillery combo. Because those combinations can be a little hard to defend against, because they kind of counter a good amount of stuff. I guess our enemy tried to do the cannon artillery with archer strat, but we kind of had a lot of our own cannons, so that didn't really work out for them. And I guess in the meantime, while my ally is defending here, try to maybe clear some skeletons here. And on top, he was able to make a second base, which means he's going to be getting a whole lot of more gold, which he can use to do pretty much whatever he wants. Make more units, make more fences, maybe cannons even. So right now we're a little bit in the lead because we have 2 bases each, but the enemy only has 1 base here. And the yellow has 2 bases. But I guess not as many units as we do. All in here. I saw my enemy had a lot of archers here, so I decided to maybe snipe them. Even if I lose a few warriors, I think this would be worth it. Because these are very high leveled archers. And if you lose them, then you're basically losing a lot of your potential army value or power, so that's why I think this was a little worth it. On top here, I was able to get tier 3, getting the loot upgrade for the workers, so I just get more supply. And I was already beginning to research the rage ability. And here I was just producing other munchers. Stop making archers. I have 2 barracks, so I'm able to use my resources, but I guess I still have a lot of gold here. But in case you've out of gold, you can just make a potion crate. Try and buy some potions for your units. Which is what I did here, because I didn't really feel like relying on my ally to make a potion crate. So I just set my own peon here to make one. On here I was able to take this outpost, which gives me a little advantage here. If I try to move here, and just put my archers on top and hold this position very easily. And here I saw my enemy was taking this outpost or capturing it. And so I tried to trick him by just showing this small little force. Trying to push him here. To maybe get his army to push me here. And then I would surprise him with this fat group of munchers here. I guess the enemy still doesn't have the range. I guess he's just started researching it, so I do have the advantage for a little bit of time, but the earlier you hit an enemy or attack them, when you have a range ability and they don't, then the bigger that advantage is. And here the enemy took the bait. And he moved a good amount of units in here, so now I'm just gonna run him down with these munchers. And I bought a few potions just with some extra gold that I had. And there you go. I was able to surprise my enemy here. Killed a few cannons, but I was able to kill a good amount of high-level archers here. Pretty much, he doesn't really have much at home here. Just a few cannons, a few munchers. I guess he has some archers. And then the enemy, Blackbear, has a good amount of archers and munchers, but only now he starts to make a tier 3 town hall. And I guess he got the second base, but our second base is where a little earlier built, so we're gonna have a bit more gold. Here I saw this was a little annoying barricades here. Just gonna slow down my munchers here, even if I try to run through here, so try to wait to maybe make some warriors so I can cut down these barricades a little easier when they have their shield ability up. And here I type to the blue player. Let's go towards yellow, or pretty much attack him. Here pretty much my main base ran out of gold, so I just transferred all these workers to a base over here. It's pretty far away, so enemies are going to be somewhat unlikely to attack it. And over here I bought a good amount of potions. Pretty much most of my munchers have at least 2 potions. Just gonna keep them alive for a pretty long time. Here my ally has a lot of warriors with a lot of potions. By going across this bridge is going to be a little difficult because of the cannon fire. But surprisingly, and it's not really doing that well against these archers here. And at least half of the cannons are dead. And here we are almost done breaking down these barricades, so I decided to run my munchers through here to try and break these barricades. And the only building that takes extra damage when your units are enraged are barricades and farm huts. So it's a good opportunity to enrage your units and try and break through these defenses. Here I just clicked this barracks with my munchers. I sent these warriors to try and take down this bastion. And here I didn't really pay attention a little bit. My munchers were fighting the yellow's ranged munchers. So only now I was able to enrage my own munchers. But I was somehow able to beat up the enemy. Because I think I just had a few more munchers. And I guess maybe a little bit more levels on them. Here somehow I was able to just destroy this whole army. And then run down these archers. So pretty much looks like the enemy doesn't really have much left. I guess my enemy's cannons were being stuck here a little bit. And I guess in the meantime, I was just trying to make some units. Just mass producing munchers. And just leaving a few archers here to defend my base. And you can just leave some munchers at your expansions. And you should be fully safe to just send all the units to attack the enemy. But I guess here I see I kind of forgot some archers here, but so did my enemy. And here I guess I just say to surrender, because they pretty much can't really come back from here. And that's pretty much the end of the game. You can see here that we got just a little bit more gold than the enemy, because we just had our expansions just maybe a minute or two faster, so that allowed us to have more resources that we could use to make more units to possibly and potentially attack the enemy. And here, this pretty much breaks it down, where my ally was kind of being pushed a lot. This is why he doesn't have that many units. And then the enemy, Black Bear, invested into a big army, but lost it. That's why he doesn't have that many units killed. And that's pretty much it. And basically, if you're going to be doing an all-in, then it's going to be a little risky. So it's more recommended to try hold your ground and to maybe make some expansions to get more resources and to get a, I guess, technological advantage over the enemy. Anyways, if you liked the video, you can leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more videos on the Scouring demo, then you can subscribe. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.